such an asshole.
So I'm caught up. I went through the fan mail. This is the last outstanding request. I gotta do a guy in original. I got one more original, but this is the last request. And this guy's from Oz. What up, Kuwant? Please don't be a black hoo-ha offended by my Australian language. Don't omit any information. I currently make 260,000 Australian a year, working at a skilled trade in a field. He's a badass tradesman. But I've just turned 30 and decided that mandatory diversity inclusion training at the place I work can suck a fat one. I haven't quit yet. I'm considering starting my own contracting company in his field. I have a hot girlfriend who's kind and sweet and thinks feminism is for mentally ill women. It is. Financially, I think I am around an average with $30,000 in investments, $50,000 in cash, and $200,000 in retirement. All right, so you don't have enough money to quit right now. You don't. You need a little bit more to retire. It's not they didn't do an impressive job saving up money. You're just so young. It's like that you're going to live a lot longer, so you don't have enough money to finance that long life ahead of you. My question is around intellectual pursuit. I have an IQ of 140, tested by the Oz military, and I am always consuming subject matter that keeps me relatively engaged. Advanced mathematics, neuroscience, and coding. With my particular background, I have a strong attraction to a field of engineering. I'm therefore considering studying this part-time whilst building up my company. All right, now, squirrel. I have two reasons behind this. Becoming the first person in my family to attain a university education. All right, stop it. No. Okay, listen to me. There is no intrinsic or core value to the degree unto itself. None. Stop being a poor person in the United States. We're the first of our family to go to college. Tell me you're a loser without telling me you're a loser. All right? No. If you don't have to, I would say if you don't have to go to college, don't go to college. It's a waste of time and money. Now, I know you have an intellectual interest, but let's be very clear. It better be an intellectual interest, not a dick sucking. Hey, look at me, mates. I am the college educated one in my family. Oh, so that might have meant something in like 1930. Today, oh, you have a college degree, like 2/3 the population. That is the worst reason to get a college degree. That's vanity. Dude, I make fun of girls getting $5,000 handbags and men getting sports cars. That's even worse. I'm not saying don't get it for intellectual reasons, but for that two reasons, I want to be the first person in my family. Nope, scratch that off the board. And to potentially make some friends that I'm actually interested in talking to. All right. Awful expensive way to make friends. Look, if you only need one real reason, you're intellectually interested by it. Do it. There you go. Don't do it for vanity. And socializing is a good second reason. You also happen to be, I don't mean to be so shaming you. I mean, if you want to go get the degree, go get the degree. Not a bad degree. And when you're older and maybe you can't do all the work that you used to because you're in a physically trade, this might be something you could kind of switch into white collar work with. But swear to God, don't get it because you'd be popular among your family. I would like to understand what you think on tradesmen pursuing higher education and if branching off into my own business is a viable option. Those are two separate things, right? Should tradesmen branch off in higher education? I don't see a reason for it, not a practical one. If you're a tradesman and a highly compensated one, such as you are, I don't see any reason for you because to go to college is to make money. That's it. That's the main reason. But if you had all the money in the world and you don't have family or kids to raise and you want to waste 4 years of your life, okay, I guess, look, it's your money, it's your time, it's your life. Different people find different things fun, right? I like hiking. A lot of people don't like hiking. I like motorcycle riding. A lot of people don't like motorcycle riding because they've never tried it. Vince likes, anal sex and having a ball gag in his mouth over at Masculine Geeks. Vince at Masculine Geeks. I that's not for me, but that's him. If you want to sit, go back to school, okay. If you like it, fine. I'd rather have a ball gag in my mouth than ever go back to school, but you do you. But from the practical angle, the practical perspective, no. If you're a tradesman and you're making good money, there's no reason to go back. And if you were to go back for university education or some form of higher education, I'd be looking at something that supplements or provides you an out once your body starts to poop out. Whether that's construction management, which it's not a great degree, but it's not the worst degree ever, or accounting. And then that way you could kind of make the shift to management or white collar office work. So you do your time in the field. All right. Maybe you go to school part-time. Oh, we need someone to do payroll. You volunteer for it. You figure it out. And then all of a sudden you're 55, you swing the hammer too much, you pull your arm and you're like, you know what? I've done my time and you can't work that much because you're injured. Boom. There you go. You can make that bridge between where your body poops out. You need money up until the point of retirement, which is, 10, 15 years, depending on when you get injured or when your body gives out. I think that's a very practical thing for tradesmen to do. But in your case, it would have to be 100% intellectual because it's an engineering degree. You go be an engineer. And I think there's a lot of other ways for you that are free that you could find intellectual people. And just so you know, just because you go to university, that don't mean you're going to find people you're going to like hanging out with that are intellectuals. They might be smart, but man, the number of Democrat engineers or engineering majors I ran into, because you're in college and that's what they were told to think. I know they have impressively high IQs. I know engineering majors do, but that don't mean they're not brainwashed dopes. This one guy couldn't believe I liked Ronald Reagan. I'm like, what are you talking about? We're the same age. Do you remember the 80s? Therefore I am concerned. And if branching off in my own business is a viable option. Yes, it is. And I had some follow-up questions, but generally, yes. Now, things might be different in Oz and in your particular field than here in the United States. But as I said before, everybody, tradesmen or not, should be looking to become self-employed. My team, not everybody. The vast majority of people, both down under and in the United States and the world over, are morons and are capable of becoming self-employed. I can't even consider myself being self-employed because I don't have like a real job. This isn't like a real thing I do. I mean, back in the day, I did have some self-employment, but yeah, you have to for reasons that, they're forcing diversity and inclusion on a field that it's stupid. It's a waste of time and it's insulting. So not only that, but you don't know, you can't trust employers. You just can't. And so everybody should be making a little bit of a headway, or at least laying down the infrastructure that you have the capacity to take on side business. And so is you're running your own business a viable option? Yes, it is an option for everyone, but I don't know if it is for you individually right now at this moment. Is the work you do, can you start getting little side projects? Can you start doing consulting, I guess, on the side? Yes, you should be looking to branch out, but does your particular field or skill allow for you to do that? Now, if you're a tradesman, U.S. general, yeah, you could be a plumber on the side. You could help out electricity, and I would argue the long term, getting back to tradesmen in general, there's two types. You can be a wagey or you could be an owner. And the wages are the people who are too lazy to do accounting. You're probably drunk. You got your dick in your sister's mouth. All right. You don't know how to complete a job. And then you bitch one that you have this amazing skill that should allow you to make at least 6 figures. But because you don't know how to show up to time and be sober, that's why you're getting paid your $30 an hour. Then there are people who show up on time, get the job done, and charge. And then they not only either become a one-man hired gun to handle that, which is fine, and they make good money, or they get the right group of people who also take their dicks out of their sisters' mouths and aren't drunk, and actually show up on time, and then they got a company, and they make a lot of money. So, yes, you can become your own either a hired gun, and I don't know, I think that would be the best one. I would not wanna have employees. I have a buddy who was a general contractor, and he's like, "Nope, never again." Because everyone's got their dick in their sister's mouths in the trade world, right? But he is a great well, he's an all-around great carpenter, but he just does a one-man show now. I think he's like $250 an hour, and he makes good money without the headache and harassment. Matter of fact, if you're a smart tradesman, you just wait until, the sister fuckers of your field fuck up a bunch of projects, and you come in there and clean it up. That's what you do. You just wait. Matter of fact, a good marketing strategy, like, a contractor or a tradesman that does, like, shit work, and you go up to the owner, "Nice new home. If you have any plumbing issues, here, or you have any electrical issues, you contact me. Thank you very much. I get the job done and on time." So, yeah, I think everyone, generally speaking, the trade should kinda go off and do their own thing. But in your individual case, you're making a lot of money, and I know they're like, "Oh my god, lick the black vagina. It has nothing to do with my lick it. Oh, yes, the black vagina, it's so yummy. Oh my god, I loves me the black vaginas." Get paid your amazing salary, save your money. It's just yeah, eat some crow pie, man. Just what? Oh, yeah, black vagina, me love me some. Nothing better. I wish it was on the menu at McDonald's all the time, it ain't. Oh, yes, bow down and worship the god, a black vagina. Yeah, you keep paying me a lot of money. Get your money. You're in the sweet spot, man. Just smile and laugh at it even. And then once you got almost if you were to get twice the amount in your retirement, like you had 400, well, they're your Australian dollars. Yeah, you're gonna need I'm sorry, I take that back. You're more talking like in today's Aussie dollars, which won't be future Aussie dollars. I'd wanna see at least 600,000 Aussie. And even then, that's gonna be a little tight. But what I would do is since you're making so much money, just stick it out there, man. If you could do the job, just stick it out. Make your money. Yep. Okay. Sure enough. And then one day, after you set up whatever corporate structure they got down in Australia to run your business, and you'd start networking a little bit. And maybe you get some people, you got some side. You start a little side business on your own. Your house is paid off. You got some spider spray that works and doesn't spray all over your hand. Different story. Um, And then all of a sudden you don't need them anymore, and they come up, "Hey, it's time to lick the black vagina." You're like, "No, I'm not worshiping our Lord and Savior black vagina anymore." "How dare you, you racist, sexy, blah, 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 blah." Nah, I'm going home. And then you got your contracts, and you got your contract income, your 1099, well, now you gotta have 1099. And, you got enough money saved up for retirement. You don't need to work for corporate America. You don't need to bow down at the altar of black vagina. Uh, so that's kind of the path, but I would not give up the job you have now. I wouldn't. I like watching you scream at a camera, so charge me accordingly for a video response. P.S. I have heard you mention you have friends in Perth with reasonable IQs. I don't have friends in Perth. We did. Adriano Ramos was out there, but then I think he jetted around. We haven't heard from Adriano in a while. I would like to meet said fellows. Let me know if you'd be okay with an introduction. I don't know that many people. I don't even think I know one person in Perth. I know people from Perth. Adam Piggott, I believe, is from that area. Uh, but yeah, man, and I don't know if you read The Curse of the High IQ? Yeah, if you got an IQ of 140, please go get The Curse of the High IQ because I'll give you the short version. There's no solution. You're such a statistical freak. There are very few people that are going to be as smart as you. It's not if you go to college. It's not if you work where you're working now. It's not whatever environment you pick. There's maybe going to be 3 people that can even understand and operate at your level. And there's no guarantee you're going to like the personalities either. It's not an issue of, hey, you know what? Set up a Cappy group. Hey, you like listening to Aaron Clary? Facebook, we're doing a Cappy meetup group. And then Then you'll meet all the autists. And then you're like, oh, I am truly alone. So then I asked you, I said, are all those numbers in Australian dollars? And what makes you think you could start your own electrical contract company? Do you have people already lining up for work? Are you doing work on the side you can already scale up? Anyway, a video response will cost 45 US dollars, not your Aussie quantary dues. 44 an email. He says, yes, all those figures are in Aussie quantary dues. We did say quantary. I think that should be the new official currency of Australia. Video response would be preferable. Please leave out identifiable. As for my company, I have people waiting for me to start my own business, for which I'm going to scale up before leaving my current position. There are additional requirements, licensing requirements for that type of business that take some time to obtain here. Hence why I haven't just started this. You know what? I would start those licensing requirements now. I would not go to college. Your college is truly an intellectual affair. And you're not going to make that much money as an electrical engineer either, dude. I would get your licensure for your trade. And then when you got your business up and running, you got some free time, then I would. And we're talking 5-6 years out soonest. But that's what I would do. All right. Any super chats? No super chats. That's it. All right. See you guys later. Toodles.